Welcome to Pete's World of Poisonous Plants. Today we're looking at something really important for pet owners. The everyday plants that might seem harmless in the garden, on walks, or even in the house, but can actually make our furry friends quite unwell. Don't worry, this isn't about scaring anyone. It's about being prepared, knowing what to look out for and keeping our pets safe. Let's start with some of the most common plants and foods to watch out for. Daffodils, a sure sign of spring. The whole plant is toxic, but the bulbs are the worst offenders. If a curious dog digs one up and eats it, it can lead to drooling, vomiting, diarrhea, and even changes to the heart. Cats are usually less interested, but it only takes a small amount to upset them too. Lilies. These are especially dangerous for cats. Every part of the plant is toxic: the leaves, the pollen, and even the water from a vase of lilies. Cats that brush against the flowers and later groom themselves can ingest enough pollen to cause kidney failure. For cat owners, the safest choice is to keep lilies out of the home completely. Azaleas and rhododendrons. These shrubs look beautiful in bloom, but they contain toxins called grey anotoxins. If eaten, they can cause drooling, vomiting, lack of appetite, and in severe cases, dangerous heart problems. Dogs, cats, and even grazing animals like horses and goats can be affected. Foxglove, famous for its tall spires of purple flowers, but also well known in medicine for its heart-affecting compounds. In pets, eating any part of the plant can cause drooling, abdominal pain, irregular heartbeat, and collapse. Luckily, the plant tastes bitter, so most animals don't eat much, but even a nibble can be serious. Grapes and raisins. These might surprise people, but they're very dangerous for dogs. Even a few grapes or raisins can cause kidney failure, and not every dog reacts the same way, so there's no safe dose. Some dogs eat one grape and get very sick, while others don't react until they've eaten more. It's best never to take the chance. Tomato plants. Ripe tomatoes are usually safe in moderation, but the green leaves and stems contain solanine, which upsets the stomach and can cause weakness if enough is eaten. Dogs might chew on the plant in the vegetable patch, so it's worth fencing off tomatoes if pets are around. Onions and garlic. These are part of the allium family. Whether raw, cooked, or powdered, they can damage red blood cells and lead to anemia in both dogs and cats. Symptoms include weakness, tiredness, and pale gums. Because onions and garlic often turn up in leftovers, it's worth making sure your pets never get into the scraps. Laburnum trees, famous for their long, hanging yellow flowers in spring. Unfortunately, the seeds and pods contain cytisine, which can cause vomiting, diarrhea, convulsions, and in some cases can be fatal if enough is eaten. Dogs might chew fallen seed pods out of curiosity, so it's one to watch carefully. That's already quite a list, but there are many more plants worth knowing about, like yew, oleander, tulips, ivy, chrysanthemums, and cherry laurel. To make it easier, here's a quick reference list of common plants and foods that can harm cats, dogs, and even pondfish. Feel free to pause the video or take a screenshot to keep this handy. Daffodils, lilies, rhododendrons, azaleas, foxglove, grapes and raisins, tomato plants, onions, garlic, laburnum, yew, oleander, tulips, chrysanthemums, cherry laurel, ivy. So what should you do if your pet eats one of these plants? First, don't panic. Remove any bits of the plant from their mouth if it's safe. Call your vet immediately. Tell them exactly what your pet has eaten, how much, and when. If you can, bring a piece of the plant with you to the clinic. It makes diagnosis much easier. And here's the most important point. For certain plants, don't wait for symptoms to appear. If your pet eats any amount of lilies, laburnum seeds or pods, yew, oleander, or foxglove, go straight to the vet. These can be rapidly life-threatening, and early treatment gives your pet the best chance. For other plants, symptoms may take a few hours to show, but it's still always best to contact your vet straight away rather than waiting to see what happens. Now, how do we keep our gardens safe without having to rip everything out? Here are some simple tips. Plant wisely. Stick to pet-friendly plants like roses, sunflowers, marigolds, snapdragons, lavender, or herbs like basil, thyme, and rosemary. Fence off problem areas. If you love foxgloves or daffodils, grow them in borders or raised beds that your pets can't reach. Secure compost bins. Pets often find compost heaps interesting, but moldy food and garden waste can be very dangerous if eaten. Avoid cocoa mulch. It smells like chocolate, which attracts dogs. but it contains theobromine, which is toxic. Think about pond safety. Fish can be affected by garden runoff or by fallen poisonous leaves like laburnum or yew. Keeping ponds netted or covered during seedfall can help. Provide safe distractions. Make a pet-friendly corner in the garden with soft grass to roll on and perhaps a few safe plants to sniff and explore. With just a little planning, you can have a beautiful garden that's safe for every member of the family, pets included. Remember, the aim isn't to remove every plant, but to know which ones are risky, keep them out of reach, and be ready to act quickly if something does happen. With a little knowledge and preparation, you can enjoy your garden and your houseplants without worry. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with fellow pet owners. Together we can keep both people and pets safe around plants. Thanks for watching Pete's World of Poisonous Plants.